from one extreme to the next. And after the short track racing at Richmond, we go, I guess it could be called super speedway racing at Richmond. Well, not really super speedway, but speedway itself. Regardless, we are in for one big race today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 17 of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series. Welcome to the Menards 200 at Michigan International Speedway. Hello everybody, my name is Alex Sanvitale, and if you're asking why Hirgil isn't here, is for reasons. And that's all you will know. But anyway, so round 17 of the championship. We are in Michigan International Speedway. As we said, a completely 180 from Richmond Raceway. There it was from a short track to a 2-mile super speedway. So actually 2 miles speedway. I mean, I guess I guess I consider everything from 2 miles past as super speedway, but that's me being pedantic. But regardless, this is round 17 of the championship. 4 rounds remain here in this championship, and judging by the standings, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, yeah, it's still pretty close. In fact, it's still pretty close. But we're going to talk about it again in a little bit later. Now, as for Michigan Speedway, I have sort of a love-hate relationship with this track. It's a track that I do prefer, but it's not one of my favorites. But fortunately, I'm not driving here. I'm actually going to commentate the race, so I hope that this race is going to be a good one. Well, a good chunk of the races for all 3 categories have been good. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. By the law of the bigger numbers, I'm pretty confident into this being another really good race. But anyway, let's talk about the championship standings. And John Jazz still is the leader of the championship, 17 points clear of Christopher Bracken. Then we got Kyle Olawa in 3rd, Joshua Neely, Wilson Hunt, the winner at Richmond last time out. Then is Turtle in 6th, Still in 7th, Arby Gunner in 8th, John Barrymore in 9th, and Leighton Aviard is in 10th. And so, with all that being said, guess what? It's time for racing. And as the trucks roll out on the track, let's take a look at the qualifying results. And Garrett Movadell will start on pole position. He will lead the field to the green flag. Alongside him is Evedy Staption, the name with the unpronounceable name. Sorry for that one. Then we got Joshua Neely, Tyler Gondrzilla, Brett Hill, Ty Walker, Arby Gardner, LJ Semedo, Justin Hadley, and John Barrymore rounding out the top 10. With Wilson Hunt, the winner Richmond, starting in 19th. And John Jazz starting in 22nd. So, we have 20 laps here on the itinerary. And as per usual, I refuse to say who's going to win, because you should know me by now. I'm not good with predictions. Regardless, Movadell and, as we said, Davtian will lead the field to the green flag. Around turn 4 they go. They should be on turn 4. Yep, there it is. And out of turn 4, the pace truck is going to pull into the pits any second. And there he is. And past the Geico restart zone, green flag is in the air. We're away at Michigan. Okay, apologies for that one, but that was lap number 1, and as you can see, we're already free. We're free wide all over the place. We've been like what 3 leader changes in less than a lap. Apparently, the lap was led by Justin Henley. Although there's the 54 or Taramella fighting for the lead. The second should be the 72 of Troy Williams Jr. Unless they're almost there was could be 4 wide. They're absolutely 4 wide. Oh, this is already insane. This is just lap 3. There goes lap 3 is in the books. This is already insane. The 17th of Bowler is going to take the lead of the race unless Tadas Kilgore has anything to say about it. And there goes Kilgore up in the lead. And wow, this is a mess. But anyway, oh dear God. Anyway, Kilgore is going to lead. Is in the lead. But there goes 34 Luke Evans, and Evans is going to take the lead into 3. Kilgore is gonna go wide. This is gonna allow Silla and Silla into second place. Maybe for the lead as well. There's the 55 of Austin Scott trying. It's gonna be 3 wide, almost 4 wide into turn 1, and looks like Silla is going to take the lead. There's still. This is 4 wide yet again into the backstretch, and oh, there goes Scott and Neely. Scott on the wall, and ooh, and I think there's gonna be a caution. Yeah, there's a caution. Yeah, that I have. There goes Zhao in the lead, and he's going to take the lead coming into the caution, and oh dear lord, that 5 laps in, and that was we're ready enough to talk about for for a week. We got a one big highlight reel already, but oh my god. So there's the 55 truck of Austin Scott. Looks like he's going to continue. Of course, his race is pretty much dead, I want to say, unless he's going to pull into the pits for repairs. But even for that, I'm pretty sure his race is pretty much done. But yeah, guys, this is just we're only a quarter in of the race. You don't have to be this insane. But anyway, let's see if these drivers are going to pull into the pits. So Zhao, Silla, and there goes. There's Evans and I want to say the 87 of no, that's the 97. Sorry, apologies, of William Donuts pulling into the pits. But Zhao and the top 3 of Zhao, Silla, and Kilgore are going to continue. But I'm going to assume they're going to pull into the pits. There's 72 of Troy Williams Jr.'s. There's Movedell. There's Bray Hill also in the pits. And there's also a bunch of... Ooh, okay. That was really close between Williams and Movedell. And the 84 of Evans and Williams are going to win handily this battle off of pit road. Movedell is going to be 3rd. Then it should be Bray Hill. Then it should be Bray Hill in 4th. Yeah. Then is Donuts, and then is Jazz, the championship. No, John Barrymore, apologize. The teammate of John Jazz. You saw that there's Gondazilla and the rest of the field. Oh my god. So let's see the replay to see what caused the first caution of the race. Caution number 1 of the race, and check this out. 5 wide into the backstretch. There goes Austin Scott. Joshua Neely. Scott makes contact with Zhao, then right into the path of Neely, and basically Scott from this point on is basically a passenger. And here's the hit right at the rear of the safer barrier. Couple of spins, and considering that could have been a lot worse, I guess he's lucky that he's coming out of that crash with only a damaged rear. Still, his race is definitely screwed, but at least he can continue. Watching it in real time. 5 wide, the countdown is out. Then there goes Neely, and that's all she wrote for Scott. And I guess this should prove how this now we're not even we're only 1/4 of the race in, and these guys are going absolutely insane. Which I guess that's a pro because it shows that these guys aren't afraid of anything. But yeah, maybe they should probably chill out because stuff like this is what lead to a much more bigger crash. But anyway, with all that, let's go back trackside. And we're back here in Michigan for the running of the Menards 200, round 17 of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series. We're coming out of the caution, and immediately Leighton Aviard and Daptian have pulled to the pits, maybe for a last minute stop. I guess that's probably not. I guess that's. Now, of course, I ask why, but I'm going to guess that's probably going to be like. That's going to be an interesting strategy call right there. Let's see what's going to happen. But in the meantime, the top 10 coming out of the caution is AJ Zhao in first, then is Daniel Silla, then is Tadas Kilgore, then is the 33 of Danny Johnson, back at Danny Johnson, then is the 17 of Bullard, the 79 of John Jess, the championship leader, then is the 54 of Joey Taramella, the 52 of Phantom Trapple, the 44 of Justin Henley, and then the 32 of Ali Ahmed running at the top 10. But anyway, the pace truck pulls into the pits again, and Zhao is going to lead the field back to the green flag. Here we go, past the Gecko Racer zone. And Silla is going to take immediately the lead of the race. On the restart, there goes Taramella on the inside of the 17 of Bullard and of Jazz. They're gonna make it 3 wide into turn 1 and maybe 2. There goes Zhao battling for the lead with Silla, and he's ahead. I want to say, no, they're still side by side. Gonna be 3 wide. Both the 30 gonna be Johnson, Taramella, and Kilgore, and Taramella is going to win this battle. He goes for the lead. Taramella goes for the lead, helped by Henley. Henley is actually also going for the lead. It's gonna be 4 wide off. Looks like he's going to lead the lap, but yes, he's going to lead the lap, but he's got Samata on his inside, helped by the 41 of Joshua Neely, basically the cause of the first caution. Neely is actually going to go attack the way 4 wide at the exit of 2 and into the backstretch. Oh, there's Zhao. Zhao's in the wall. Zhao's in the wall. There's going to be a mess. Zhao's in the wall. Oh, Silla's hit. Zhao goes into the wall. Taramella is involved. Silla's involved. Hunt is involved. I want to say Scott got out of there unscathed, but yeah. Now we're just we're almost about to hit the halfway point of the race, and we're already at our second caution. And who's dear, and there's Trevor Williams Jr. pulling into the pits again. Now we're hit the halfway point of the race. Oh man. Yeah, I have no idea how much I can take it before I have like a heart attack. But there goes Silla. There's Zhao in the pit. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty interesting crash to look at. And Zhao is out of the race. Zhao is out of the race. And Samato is going into the pits. Finally, Neely is going to lead, as is Henley, as is Movidel, and there's Movidel, there's Henley, there's a 7 of no wait, this is 71. Sorry, of of Aryan Bakhtiari. Oh my God! Again, we apologize for the name butchering, but yeah, this is just that was very hard name. It's a very hard name to pronounce. But regardless, so let's calm down. Neely is leading the race on the caution. Then is Bryce Segan. Then is John Jazz. Then is Aviard, and Samero is pulling to the pits. I'm going to assume first. Then it was Movadel behind them. Yep, that was Movadel, and third is Trappel. And the 52-foot Lion Ford, then is Cal Ottawa in the 99, and then the rest of the field. So, with all that being said, let's take a look at what caused the second caution of the race. Caution number 2, and yet another instance of 5 wide. Zhao and Silla. There's also Tortomella trying to move from Silla, but naturally there's absolutely no space. It's going to put Silla into a spin, which at the same time is going to put Zhao into the wall and into a spin. Also a hit from the 91 by Silla. Also involved are Wilson Hunt and Ali Ahmed. That is also the hit from Donuts. Donuts is going to hit Zhao as well. And there's Silla, and yeah, that was a pretty bad wreck, and I'm afraid to say that Zhao race may be done. Watching it in real time, again 5 wide. There goes Silla, Tortomella, and Zhao into the wall. Chaos unfolds. Zhao is. Ooh, okay. Now gets hit by Donuts. Silla is spinning out. Tortomella spins out. And yeah, that's this is both a good thing and a bad thing. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think this Zhao's race is absolutely over after that. Definitely after that. That again, this proves this both a pro and a con. A pro because it shows that these guys aren't afraid, especially the rookies. But a con because again, this could have been so much worse, and you just saw it could have been so much worse. But anyway, with that, let's go back trackside. And we're back here for the running of the Menards 200 here at Michigan International Speedway. Run 17 of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series. We're coming out of the second caution. And Joshua Neely is leading the field. Second is Bryce Egan. Then we got John Jazz, the championship leader. Then we got Leighton Aviard and Distaption. So maybe the strategy call they did at the first caution, it might actually pay dividends. Then we got the 32 of Ali Ahmed. Then we got the 97 of William Donuts, the 13 of Wilson Hunt, then the 31 of Samet of LG Sameto, and then the 87 of Movadel outside at the edge of the top 10. So the trucks are pulling side by side. By the way, I like how that 32 truck has the number of PPI Motorsports. But anyway, that's a detail. That's an unnecessary detail. The pace truck is going to pull into the pits, and back on the green. And Zhao, as the Hergel said, he's the only retirement of the race. After that, after smashing into the wall, there got his green flag back, and Bryce Higgins looks like they take lead of the operations. Unless Neil has anything to say about it, or should I say more? Daptian has anything to say about it. And looks like he does. There could be 3 wide for the lead. Ooh, okay, that was a bit weird right there. But anyway, there could be 3 wide. Ooh, wait, hold on a second. But okay, that's Jazz. Okay, but I thought that that was another wreck. But regardless, 5 laps to go here in Michigan. Coming to the line, yeah, Tortomella is super slow, and so are a bunch of others. And Daftian is going to take the lead of the race. There goes Aviard on the outside of Jazz. So yeah, that strategy is definitely paying dividends. These guys are 1-2 right now. These guys are 1-2, not in that order. But in the meantime, Daftian is leading the race. There goes Jazz on the inside of Aviard. It looks like they're gonna make it free wide into free, and yes, they are. Jazz is gonna pull out. Actually, Jazz is pulling out. Maybe he is pulling into the pits. Yes, as is Samedo, and as Ahmed also in the pits. What? Yeah, they definitely don't have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. Daftian, at this point, who else doesn't have enough fuel to make it to the race? There's also the Tesla's Kilgore pulling into the pits, so that's another one who didn't have enough fuel. As Trapple didn't have enough fuel, they're gonna be a lap down. As of course, then Neely is leading. There goes Egan is battling with Daftian for second place. There goes past the 43 truck. They're gonna make contact. Ooh. Yeah, they're both Neely and Egan are pulling into the pits. That almost could have been a crash, but it wasn't, fortunately, which means that Daftian is leading the race and has a bit of a safety gap, but at the same time he has to deal with the lap truck of Phantom Trouble. There's the 84 of Evans behind them. They're gonna be free wide. There's Jazz and there's Samet now, and yeah, there goes Daftian lapping the truck of Trapple. No trouble as far as anyone's concerned. But there goes Samedo. Now he's with two trucks. It's gonna be free wide. Ooh, okay. And that actually, yeah, and he's going to block the 15 of Ty Walker. 2 laps to go. There goes Walker on the inside, gonna make it 5 wide almost 6 wide, you could say. But Daftian looks like he's gonna keep the position. It's gonna be free. Actually, not gonna be too wide because yeah, Jazz is lapped, and there are more laps. There's Egan, there's Neely, they're still side by side, Walker and Daftian, but looks like there's dead even. Walker is going to take the place. Then Walker is ahead, but there goes Johnson on the edge. Ooh! Move it! Oh! And I think that's gonna be an overtime caution. Yep. Movidel and Gardner make contact right at the line. And we're going to overtime, folks. First overtime attempt, and yeah, and Johnson is leading, but God, that must have been, he was so close in actually not making overtime count at all. But yeah. Oh man, this has been an insane race right now, and we are going to extend it for our first overtime attempt. There's Egan and Neely. They're both a lap down, of course, because of the stop. But yeah, there's Movidel. The cause of the third caution, the first overtime. I don't see instead of damage to the side of that truck. I don't think that anything. There's not too much serious damage. Actually, let's see if Movidel looks like he's going to pull into the pits. Yes, Movidel is pitting. Good, definitely for a splash of fuel. Also, Williams is pulling into the pits, but the rest of the field, these guys are the only 2 right now pitting. So let's see what caused the caution that brought the first overtime attempt. The caution that brought overtime. 4 wide at the exit of 4. John Jazz makes contact with Trapple, also makes contact with Modell. He's gonna send Modell into half spin. Modell is gonna hit Daftian as well, and there goes. Modell hits the 4 of Gardner. That's gonna send Gardner into half spin. Modell into a full-blown spin. Surprisingly, no one manages to hit these guys. Ooh, except for each other. But yeah, that is enough to cause the third caution of the race and our first overtime attempt of this race. Watching it in real time. There goes Jazz. There goes Movedell spinning. It's already hit Movedell's already hit Gardner. There's yet another contact, and caution is out. Overtime is starting. I guess that's not that bad of a wreck considering what happened previously, but yeah, still a pretty scary place to be in nonetheless, especially considering this is the last lap, and actually consider this last lap, that must have sucked for Danny Johnson because he was just that close in actually making that no count at all. But regardless, let's go back trackside for our first overtime attempt. And we're back here live for the Menards 200 here in Michigan Speedway for round 17 of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series. We're coming out of the first caution, starting our first overtime attempt. And Danny Johnson will lead them to the green flag. Then is AVR, the second. Third is Daftian. Again, these two guys who did the possible big brain move at the beginning of the race. Then we got Hanley, then we got Bullard in 5th, in 6th is Walker, 7th is Bakhtiari, then in 8th is Barrymore, then in 9th is Robbie Gardner, and Bryce Egan is in, no, Trevor Gardner still, I apologize for that one, is in 10th, rounding up the top 10. So, out of turn 4, pace truck in the pits, and green. We are green again for our first overtime attempt, and Aviard is going to take lead of operations, maybe, unless Johnson has anything to say about it, or Bullard, for that matter, has anything to say about it. It's gonna be free wide. On the inside of Daftian and Hanley. There it goes for the lead. Free wide. Bullard on the inside. They're gonna be free wide for the lead. Let's hope for no chaos. Bullard being helped by Barrymore, and yep, there goes Bullard into the lead. They're gonna be clean out of 4. Okay, no, they're pulling into the pits. Barrymore pulling the pits. A bunch of people are running into the pits. White flag, Elaine Aviard, 1 lap to go. So whatever happens, it happens. You can have a tow car style crash. It's not going to matter. Hanley is diving for the inside of Aviard. The big brain move might not be so big brain if Hanley makes it stick. And also the 71 of Bakhtiari. There goes Hanley on the inside. Don't tell me this is going to be a dead heat. Oh no, never mind. He's pulling to the pits as is Johnson. And Leighton Aviard is going to make the big brain move work. Leighton Aviard wins at Michigan. Second is Bakhtiari. Third should be... oh, dear lord. Fourth is Gardner. Then is the 15 of Walker. The 5 of... no, in 5th place is William Donuts. Then is... okay. Okay. Something tells me that these guys are, they were at the very, very edge of their fuel run, because Hanley, Daftian, and what was the other one actually retired? Anyway, and 41, 43, 44, and Neely also retired, and 54 of Termella. There's the confirmation. These guys had no fuel left in the tank. So, Aviard is going to win the Menards 200 on I guess with a so many very, very lucky fuel run, if there was another overtime, they would have definitely ran. They would, a good chunk of the field definitely would have suffered that one. Second is Arian Bakhtiari, then it's Aubrey Gardner in third, and then it's Ty Walker, William Donuts, Justin Henley, Evan Staptian, Joshua Neely, Danny Johnson, and Jota Romella runs up the top 10. 21 trucks finished on the lead lap. With Luke Levins, John Jazz, Spencer Travel, Caddis Kilgore, Olgi Sameta, William Hunt, Wilson Hunt, Daniel Silla, and Ali Ahmed. Daniel Silla on one lap down, Ahmed 2 laps down, and AJ Zhao, the only retirement of the race with that smash into the wall. Oh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was something. And yeah, if this race was... Yeah, I am honestly both excited and scared for what the Grand National Series is going to have, for what the Grand National Series is going to serve at this track. And for, I guess I should also say, what the Hearst Sprint Series and the World Cup Series are going to be in this track. But yeah, but that's a problem for the future. As for this race, yeah, that was a lot of action. So much action that I actually saw I really couldn't keep up. But yeah, this race was just chaos unfolding. I'm not gonna call it the race of all time, because it's not the race of all time. It wasn't a complete wreck fest. We did have precautions, but it was a complete wreck fest. But yeah, this was chaos incarnate, to put it very, very lightly. As for the championship standings, the updated championship standings, Jazz is still the leader of the championship coming out of this race, although the gap is now 6 points from Joshua Neely. Then it's Christopher Bracken in third with 8 points behind the leader. And then it's Cal Ottawa, Joey Tortomella, Leighton Aviard, who jumps from 10th to 6th, 23 points behind the leader. So that is one that I could hazard a guess and say that this is that this win is going to jump Aviard back into championship contention. That has got Aubrey Gardner, Wilson Hunt, Ty Walker, and John Barrymore rounding up the top 10. So 6 points, 8 points, 23, and the top 5 basically separated by not even 20 points. So this is going to be... I mean, this is still a very interesting championship, but now this is getting really, really spicy here, folks. And yeah, the next race is at Darlington, so even, yeah, there's plenty of good stuff coming for the future, definitely. This has been a special presentation of the 2024 PSRLA Truck Series for the 47 Network. I'm Alex Tamitala, and join us next time for round 18 of the championship at Darlington Raceway. So long, everybody. From Michigan, good again to Leighton Aviard.